Alright, hello guys, we are back for hole number 9 to conclude this guide here. So I'm definitely going to set up my longest bag. I highly encourage you guys to do the same thing. We are going to go Berserker, Kingmaker, Berserker I think. And try to optimize distance, power, everything. We're going to see if I can get a little bit longer today on my tee shot. That would be nice. See if that's at all possible. I do want to see if it's possible to catch that fairway on the second hop on the other side. It's going to be your only real way of safely getting the eagle on this one. Of course, you know, a POC 6 or a POC 7 are the only ones that, in my opinion, are going to have the option of making it to the other side and potentially hitting the fairway. Maybe in a POC 5 with a perfect drive, may be able to hit the rough on the other side. I'm not really sure. What I do recommend is you putting your spin as straight as possible. No question about that. So I would definitely try to keep it straight and try to figure out how much to go. I'm going to go here right around 16 rings and try to do the best that I can here to be relatively precise. And there you see just a baby pulled to the left, hopefully not the end of the world, but I do want to see, and just short again. I think I hit that same spot yesterday. I do think you can probably get to that same spot with an POC 6. Maybe, but I'm a little hesitant. A POC 5 probably can't. And getting to that other side is really going to optimize how close you can get for a second shot. But just keep in mind that you are going to have a headwind in for the second shot. So having your best top spin wood and longest wood is going to, whether it be big dog, cat, whatever it is, definitely bring your longest. You just got to try to beat it down there as far as possible. Get yourself as close to the green. Give yourself the best eagle possibility you can. So my goal here is to more land what I'm assuming is more in this area right here. So I need to play a shot at least 10 rings over from that. And I'm just going to gently curl it, nothing too crazy because I don't want to go in the left rough. And there you see me just kind of staying away a little bit and beating it up here. Let's see. And, you know, just kind of getting it up here as far as possible. In my opinion, probably a rapier or top spin. Endbringer is going to be your best option to get the eagle on this hole. As you see, I think I almost had it yesterday. I think I hit a great ball on the pitch. I probably cost me the pitch. Not necessarily. Anytime that you put it on the ground, especially on the fringe, you know, and it rolls through some surfaces, you never can bank on it going in. Especially in a side wind like this. You can see the wind is very crazy. But I just kind of want to see where I'm at. I want to see where Max is. Assuming there's probably around Max. I'm right around half club, which means my adjustment needs to be very close to half club. So I need to go at least 8 rings if I'm playing ring method, minimum. I'm actually going to go 9 here, just to account for some of that side wind. And just a little bit too much, so, you know, I think that's the same spot that I put it yesterday. I'm just trying to get my bearings a little bit. I'm sure I could hone in on it a little bit, especially getting it a couple more times. You can see I'm probably going a ring or two too much. but I'm in the ballpark. So I do think that I can go ahead and make this birdie, so I'm just going to do that, try to win this hole. Would have been nice. I mean, I tried to get the eagle too. I wasn't worried about being -3. I'd be comfortable with that, but I'm going to try to win it. I think I have a free spot open. I think I cleared out a chest, and then since then I've been forfeiting. So there you have it. This hole, you know, a Pak 6, a Pak 7, in my opinion, is going to have a distinct advantage on this setup, just because of this hole. You can basically assume guys will probably at least 1 out of 2 this eagle. If you know guys that have an Pak 6 or definitely 7, you know, I would expect them to at least make it 1 out of 2. So, you know, if you don't have those clubs, you know, you might want to strongly consider not playing Master. But if you still do want to play Master, you're just going to have to think about another way to go about getting your eagle on this hole, or vice versa, another hole. Hole 1, getting the alba on 6, stuff like that. Because hole 9 is going to be up in the air, and you're probably going to see, you know, the guy that wins the division is probably going to be that one guy that gets the eagle both times. Is basically what it's probably going to come out down to. Not necessarily, because, you know, a guy can get it, say, 1 out of 2 times, as long as he can, you know, make some other shots, make some other things happen. As you can see, this setup is relatively fair. There's about 2 shots. You know, the tee shot on 1, I would have liked to have seen them change to where, you know, it's not iffy on the landing zone. I like to see them keeping it more fair for everybody, as opposed to letting one set of guys. And that kind of applies to the whole, you know, 9 drive thing. They should have just angled it slightly, whether it be downwind or into the wind. I don't care. But they should have made it to where, you know, you didn't have a free pass at the hole for certain guys, and then other guys are screwed. So what I usually do on this is I usually do about 1.5 per ring. Here I'm going to have to go a little bit lower than that. I'm going to go more towards max adjustment. Let me do 10 rings here. I'm going to try 10 rings here. There's 10. And I'm going to crank up the curl, because you could see how much side wind I have. I'm a little worried about that. And there you see I am landing it left centered, and as opposed to centered, it is going to hang out to the right. I was more concerned about you know, putting up a quality shot as opposed to just beating this guy. But you could see even the 10 ring was probably a slight under adjustment. It was probably an 11 ring adjustment that I needed. So a great ball right would have done me wonders there. It would have probably been right on the hole. And of course, my timing was late. I should have had early timing, and I would have been better off. But there you have it. 2 under right now. As of now, you know, I'm qualifying. Woohoo! No, there's no way 2 under is qualified in Masters. But you do see 2 of us there temporarily. But you see, there's a lot of people left to play, and there's no way that they're all going to, you know, not beat -2. So good luck with this guide. I hope you guys find it useful, and let me know how your rounds go. I don't know if I'm going to keep up future updates, because I think I've, for the most part, covered everything. You guys can, you know, make the necessary corrections on your own. Do some things, you know, do some thinking. So I do think that, you know, you guys are set. I've kind of given you 9 holes for sure that you can kind of use to your advantage and take advantage of, and probably, you know, kill it in the weekend and opening rounds. So good luck out there, and see you guys on some more future content.